today. Let's say a quick hello to Sarah Lane in the Nook.
Hello, boys.
Hi, Sarah.
Hi, Dr. Bobby.
Hi, Sarah.
I like it when you co-host.
Do you call him D-Tip at home? Never mind.
That's not what I call him.
Never mind. I'm sorry.
I got lots of good stuff coming up on the show.
Yes, what's coming up on the show?
You won't want to miss my 3 sites of Rama.
Each of the 3 of us are picking our top 3 sites. So 9, again, fast math. Watch out, stand back, I'm on fire.
And we all like different sites for different reasons.
That's right.
As you will see later in the show.
You're going to do the chick sites.
Sort of.
Yeah.
But they're, you know, for dudes too.
No, I don't think so.
Maybe not.
We'll see.
You be the judge.
No, you got some good sites. And Kevin's got some good, and I'm going to do programming because I'm just such a big nerd. Let's start with
variety of sites.
Variety of sites.
Definitely.
Yeah, it's going to be fun.
Let's
start with the top tech stories of the day. Every morning, maybe people don't know this, we have a conference call from all our bureaus from all over the world. Call in, and we debate, we battle, we fight over what the big stories are going to be. Each one of us advocating our top story, and this is the one I got.
Actually, we just call you.
Yeah, right.
That's all that actually happens.
I say, let's do this.
Okay.
BBC News reports that a Washington appeals court, this is a big story, has finally ordered Verizon, they said this is it, no more appeals, reveal the names of 4 MP3 downloading customers to the Recording Industry Association of America. Verizon is their internet service provider. They rightly, I think, went to court, and they fought it all the way to D.C. They said, we don't want to reveal the names of our subscribers to the recording industry so they can be sued or thrown in jail or whatever. We don't think we think that's private. The RIAA, the recording industry, says that it's that the Digital Millennium Copyright Act once again gives them the right to subpoena info about file traders without asking a judge first. They can just go straight to the ISP. And now that they've won this case, they say they're going to do so from now on. Verizon and power to Verizon, I give them a lot of credit for this, says they're going to continue to fight to protect their customers' privacy. RIAA says we don't know what we're going to do to these 4 guys, but they're basically all, I mean, look, they're it's unclear whether they had massive file trading sites or if they were just, using Kazaa on the weekend.
So it could be somebody like us. I mean, if you look to the fact that
I download white man, I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, let's just say I have a friend of mine that has several gigs of MP3s on his hard drive.
I have about 8.
And I have about 20.
Yeah. And most of them, let's face it, but more than half of mine are downloaded.
Yeah.
Illegally
about 80,
downloaded.
90% of mine.
I've started buying them, but yeah.
Well, the thing is, if I like the song, I'm going to go out and buy the album. That's just the way I like to sample my music.
Rationalizations, young man. It's stealing, and that's what the RIA is saying. In fact, look what they did to this kid at Rensselaer Polytechnic. He's a freshman, Jesse Jordan.
Took his whole life savings.
He settled with him for 12 grand. It's everything he had. He ran a site called Chew Plastic. Now, what ChewPlastic.com did was merely made it possible, he claims, to search the Rensselaer network for files. Not just music, but anything. It was a search engine. But rather than fight him, he settled. He's given him 12 grand.
See, I think you could have won. I think you could have won because he's not really providing file direct download links.
No!
It's just a search engine.
Well, but who's going to fight the recording industry? You're just a college freshman. I think it's criminal what the RIAA is doing. But unfortunately, they're winning. They're getting their day in court, and they're winning.
All right, so next story.
Yes, sir.
Yahoo News.
Yes, sir.
On Friday, they said a federal court rejected an appeal by wireless companies that want to own your cell phone number. So this is the final step in a battle between the cellular service provider and the FCC, and it means that we can actually keep our cell phone numbers if we decide to switch service.
You know why they didn't want you to do that?
Because they want you to stay with their service.
Right. You want to keep your number.
Yeah, of course.
Everybody knows my number. I've had it for years. I'm not going to. But now I can change provider and keep the number.
Exactly.
When does that start?
This starts, let's see here, November 24th is the deadline. And then now we can move to whoever we want. We can go from
and take the number with
Sprint to AT&T to Verizon and just take the number with us.
Victory for consumers.
That's awesome. I'm glad.
Huge victory for consumers. They call that portable cell phone numbers. Our online poll of the day came from a poll that, actually CNN reported this poll. Who did the poll? I'm not sure. It was interesting. Did a little research. And they found that 4 out of 5, 80% of kids get inappropriate spam. Not just get-rich-quick schemes and loan programs, but porno in their mind. Isn't that criminal? I cry for our children. I just think it's
like 100% of adults. I mean, I get 20, 30, 40
and it's not text.
A day.
It's graphic
full
pictures.
Graphics. They don't even you know how they used to blur them out?
Not anymore.
Not anymore, no.
My 11-year-old daughter, I do not want her to see that stuff. So our question of the day, and by the way, I make sure she doesn't, but I have to really work hard to filter that stuff out. Kids getting porn spam. How do we stop it? Jail time for sending adult email to kids? I think so. Should be a felony. An age check system for incoming email, special addresses for kids under 17 that might do it.
I like that one.
Or everybody just forget the email thing. That's a bad idea. Go vote at thescreensavers.com and also let us know what you think of it. Don't you think that's terrible? Go to the talkback section. Tell us what you think. And if you're one of those people sending porn spam, tell us your side. Why do I want to see that picture in my mailbox again?
I don't think there's a side to that one, but you know.
My 11-year-old.
James, help us out. James on the phone. Yorktown, Indiana.
Hey, James, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. How you doing, Leo?
Very, very well. Say hello to my good friend Kevin Dark Tip or D Tip Rose.
Hey, Kevin. How you doing?
How's it going?
It's going pretty good.
Good. What can we help you out with?
What's your middle name?
I got a question about instant messengers.
KRR. That's good.
My girlfriend's daughter likes to use instant messengers and likes to chat online a lot.
Yep.
And I'm afraid that she may end up downloading a file that contains a virus.
Oh, you're right to be afraid, James. This was a big problem in IRC. Remember when people, often with their IRC client, the default was automatically accept down incoming files, right? With what they call DCC.
Right.
And you could totally be hacked because you're just being innocently in IRC.
But you still have to execute the file in order to get to install the virus.
Well, with egg drops, because for instance, Merck, you could send a Merck script that would automatically be executed.
Okay, yeah.
So it was really a problem. Now, she's using AIM or something like that, right?
Yes.
Any problem with AIM? AIM can transfer files.
AIM can, but you can easily just deny it by saying no. If you tell your kids to not accept that, then they can just say no on that.
It always asks, right?
It always asks. But what I like even better, a better solution is actually if you have a firewall in place, I block the ports. That's what I would do.
But then she can't do any chatting? Or
no, she can do chatting. It will just block the file transfer. There's certain ports that they use for file transfer. You can turn those off, and then there's no way anyone can send a file through.
What a good idea.
That would be a way to disable it?
Yeah, block it. So even if she wanted to accept them, she couldn't get them. And how old is your daughter?
She's 15.
Yeah, I think, James, that's very reasonable. If I had a teenage daughter or teenage son, I would really want to discourage that because, they start sending stuff around.
She can still chat. Now, I want to let you know that for MSN or AOL, they use different ports for file transfer. So you're going to have to do some research, find out exactly which ports that you have to block, and then go ahead and block those ports. Do you have a firewall right now, James?
Yeah, I have a router.
Yeah, that'll do.
Okay, that'll do. Linksys, you can block it in there.
Let's get a list of the ports and
put them on the website.
Put them on the website for each of the programs. That would be a worthwhile thing to do. I think that you're absolutely right to pay attention, James, but remember, any teenager can get around anything that you do if they're so, motivated.
Could I ask one quick question?
Yeah.
One more? If she were to download a file through the Instant Messenger client, would Norton Antivirus scan that download and find a virus if there was one in there?
Yep, it'll scan it the second it comes in. If
AutoProtect
is enabled, like you said, yeah. Make sure that go into the options and make sure that AutoProtect is turned on. That means that any file that comes in and out of, or that goes in and out of the system is scanned. They also have outgoing email and incoming email scans that work really well with Norton that I use because I get a lot of different viruses that come in all the time.
But James, don't have a sense of false security there because, for instance, Sub7, which is a very common Trojan, the kind of thing that if I were going to hack your daughter's computer, I'd say, here, take this. This is really cool. There are so many variants, and it's possible to make a new variant so very easily that isn't detected by the virus scanners, that even though those are good and they'll protect kind of 99% of it, it's very easy to make a Trojan that can pass right by.
This is very true. That's why we tell people to update their virus definitions
all the time.
All the time.
Yep. Hey, James, thanks for calling. Great questions. Folks, don't go anywhere. Kevin, Sarah, and I are going to show you our top places, our top websites, the best bookmarks you ever saw.
Cool stuff.
But coming up next, you want to come watch the screensavers? So did this guy. What a mistake he made. We're going to prank one of our viewers when we come back. Get him to try it on, Oh, I blame you for this. It was your fault.
No, it was not my
Watch
idea.
him. A couple of weeks ago, we had way too much fun with one of our audience members. Actually, we should give Hallie a lot of credit. She came up with the idea of kind of a candid camera thing.
Hidden cam.
Hidden cam. Now, is this going to set itself up? Do we have to explain anything, or should we just say
let's run the
Don't
video.
explain?
Yeah.
Okay, you just watch. It's all in there. Take a look.
Today, we at the Screensavers have decided to have a little fun with you, our fans. We've picked a group of TSS pranksters, set up some hidden cams, and chosen one lucky audience member. You think you're just coming to watch our show, don't you? Well, not today.
Are we ready? I'm going to bring the audience in. I'm the producer of the Screensavers. My name's Ken Marcus. I'm the series producer. Thank you, thank you. Pat is MIA right now. I don't know where he's at. I'm sure Pat is going to show up and everything will be fine, but just in case, we're going to have you ready to co-host the show with Kevin. This is your dressing room. This is your green room. Everyone else, out.
He's like heart is going a mile a minute right now.
What do we got here? This is small. It's a small. Actually, pink is really good.
Pink's good on TV.
Pink's good on TV, actually.
White is not good on TV.
It's white. It's white that's bad. So I'm going to take care of a couple things, and I'll be right back. Yeah, it might fit, actually. Yeah.
Oh, he looks good.
Let's see. Yeah, that is.
The teal or
Yeah, it's a little tight. No, leave it on. Leave it on.
Oh, it's crazy.
You know, actually, things fit tighter on TV. It's not uncommon. I think it looks pretty good.
No, it's like
The other show.
It's what Leo would wear.
It's what Leo would wear. Because, no, seriously, you've seen the shirts, right? Okay.
How's it going?
I'm Kevin. Mitch.
Mitch, nice to meet you. We have to pile the makeup on.
That's great.
I know, it's like crazy.
The lights are so bright.
Yeah, the lights are so bright, they just keep piling it on and piling it on. And see those little containers right there? I go through like 1 or 2 every couple days.
Pat always jokes about being hit by a car before the show.
Pat's always joking around about being like hit by a car.
I'm sure it couldn't happen.
I'm sure it didn't happen. But
He kind of is a crazy guy. Sometimes, you know, he just does crazy
He's
things.
pretty crazy. He does some crazy things.
That's why we love him.
But yeah, we love him.
Hey.
Hey.
Good. So, Kevin, yeah, that's funny because you guys' his hair almost looks alike.
Yeah.
Out and Pat are usually kind of out of it during the
Don't
show.
really know what they're talking about. The directors, we have these like talented tech writers that just feed lines into our ears.
So I just want to make sure you're okay with everything. You know, that you're in good shape and ready to go. I swear to God, I think Pat's going to show up. I'm sure it'll be fine. Okay. But,
Am I not co-hosting?
no.
Why?
Well, because, you know, I thought it'd be a good idea if we had some of the audience co-host the show.
This guy? So you know what? Just forget it. Forget about my blog report on Thursday. I am done. I'm taking the rest of the day off.
Sarah, don't run out.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, let me go try to
I want you to go back. What I need is here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Go in right now. Say, go home.
Yeah,
Please go home. This is my chance. Don't do this. You can't do this. I've been working all my life. Please, go home. And get close to him.
Are you really gonna do this?
This is just weird.
Yeah, well, I wish you just wouldn't do it.
I don't want to.
Sarah, what is the thing?
I'm seriously wearing this.
I guess so. If it looks like crap, we can always change it. All right. But let's go back there.
He brought his own shirt. It looks worse than we thought.
A little bit lower.
Oh my God.
Are you okay?
Oh, this poor guy.
Do you want me to run down the stories with you really quick? Okay, so what you're going to do. Do you have the scripts?
We
You
have
feeling
just
okay?
the top block here. Me and Kevin. We went over the first 8 blocks.
Does it
So
smell
okay.
good?
Hug him. Kevin, come on. Get in there with the 3 of them. Come on, Kevin, you can do it. A group hug.
Let's have
Group hug. Group hug. Group hug.
No, we didn't have time. Hello and welcome to the Screensavers. I'm Kevin Rose. Pat and Leo are out today, and we thought we'd have a little fun with an audience member to co-host the show. So give a warm welcome to our volunteer, Mitch. Mitch! So tell us what's coming up on today's show.
Well, today we have an exciting show, Kevin. Today we're going to fool a member audience into thinking he's actually on the show. And that fool will probably be me.
All right. Mitch, you're a real sport. We'll get something to get that makeup off. Appreciate that. We never wear makeup, of course. That was all a lie. No. But I have to say, Mitch, if you're watching, thank you for being a great sport. I talked to him afterwards, and he was good about it. In fact, he said really his reward was getting to meet Jessica. So
he was stoked about that.
He said she put her arm around me. If you want to see all the footage And I didn't really mastermind this. I don't want to take all the credit for this. I think you guys, I can't believe what a good. I think Sarah is a brilliant actress. I think Academy Award performance.
Mitch, I'm so sorry, Mitch.
She felt so bad.
I'm so sorry. I really don't want to host the show ever. Why would I want to do that?
Yeah, you get to next. Did you guys have a little tiff earlier? Anyway, to see the uncut footage of the whole prank from a secret control room location, go to thescreensavers.com. It was pretty wild. We had a lot of fun. And Mitch, you're a good sport. Thank you very much.
Stay put. We have our top recommendations for network security books for our next caller.
Yep.
And up next, find out where Leo, Sarah, and I have been surfing lately in tonight's Site-O-Rama. But first, don't move an inch. Sarah's got a handy little web tip.
You can change the different calendar views in Outlook by clicking these, of course. But what if you want to just change the display to 2 days as much as 9 days? Look at the screen, all right? All you do is press the Alt key and then any number. Like this, 2 days, 5 days, 9 days. It's just that easy. Isn't it easy? Or TSS coming up, stick around.
Welcome back to the Screensavers. It's time, the time you've all been waiting for. Site-O-Rama! This is where you get the inside scoop on the current websites we just can't live without. Today, Karen, Sarah, and I will reveal our top picks. Let's start out with my 3 favorite programming websites. I had to narrow it down. Starting out with a Perl Monk. There he is. PerlMonks.com is a wonderful site for people who use the Perl programming language. If you've got a Perl problem, go to PerlMonks.com. Ask the question. One of the monks inside the monastery gates will help you. Actually, many will help you. They're about the most helpful bunch I've ever seen. Lots of fun on there. Perl poetry, obfuscated Perl, Perl snippets, which are very useful. Even if you're new to the language, you can learn a lot at PerlMonks.com. Now, I am a Macintosh user, as you know, and I'm very interested in learning Cocoa. This is a great site for people who are learning to program OS X, Stepwise.com. Scott Anguish runs Stepwise. He did, actually, I think, the best Cocoa book out there, the big, thick Cocoa book from Sam's. He also has put lots of articles online here, including the incredible Vermont recipes, which is also a Cocoa programming book. Lots of information in here. Highly recommend Stepwise.com for Macintosh users who are learning to program. Now, O'Reilly, of course, is the great publisher of some of the best programming books out there. O'Reilly has a great website, and it's not just an ad for their books. It's really a great resource for people in all sorts of languages. Perl, Python, C, Pascal, Java, anything you want to know. There's sections on here for each of those. There's a Mac OS X section that's just dynamite, and some of the best blogs from some of the smartest techies, including Rail Dornfest, who we like a lot. O'Reilly.com. That's the third of my 3 hot programming websites. And now, ladies and gentlemen, Kevin Rose will take the baton.
Thank you, Leo.
Go to it, my friend.
All right, my top 3 sites for everybody. First one, HastaLaVista.com. Check this out. Hasta La Vista is a search engine for hackers. It's much like Alta Vista, but it's just for hacking. If you click on this little tab here and you see the search down, it searches all these different types of hacks, cracks, information about security, anything and everything that you want to know about cracking, hacking, or internet security. So my next site coming up after Hasta La Vista is Mac Rumors. Now Mac Rumors is like Slashdot, but for Mac Rumors. So all it is the latest information about the Macintosh, what's coming out, new iPods, new G5s. It's all here. It looks just like Slashdot. You can put your comments on here, whatever you want. That's MacRumors.com. My final site, K10K. Check this out. K10K. Yes, check this out. K10K is the ultimate site for people wanting to learn about graphic design. They have all different types of graphic design tutorials on here. They have featured artists that come on here and create really cool graphic designs and the wallpapers and you name it, news. It's all about graphic design. Miss Sarah Lane, your turn.
I have the floor. Okay. My first site is for anyone who's on any sort of a health kick or wants to know about health in general. DrWell.com. Dr. Well is my favorite doctor in the whole world, and his website is great. You can learn all you need to know about vitamins, question of the day, top 10 Q&As. There's message boards if you want to talk to other people who possibly have the same problems you might be having. Anything. It's a great site. Go to it. Second is, he also has recipes too. Cat of the day. Oh, yeah. Do not laugh because I know that all the pet people out there know what I mean. It's great to have a pet. It's It's great to talk about your pets. You can submit pictures of your cat. I have for all 3 of mine. But there's also daily polls. But there's also dogoftheday.com and pet of the day. So if you've got a pug or you've got a horse, you too can play. All right, my third site is the wonderful Craigslist.org. Now, Craigslist got me 3 different apartments with roommates that I didn't know. I really, really highly recommend it. But you can also sort of like check rent prices in major metropolitan areas because Craigslist is everywhere. And I highly, highly recommend the Best of Craigslist section. It's over on the left-hand corner. It is truly the strangest, weirdest, and most fun reading you will ever have. Back to you.
Did that say looking for an amateur dental assistant?
Yes.
Okay.
That's how I met Sarah, was Craigslist.
Yeah. She's an amateur. No, I don't believe that's true.
I'm kidding.
She's so tiny, isn't she? She's just a little. Let's have a group hug.
Okay.
Never mind. Well, that about wraps up today's. You should have on the prank. They left out the part where you guys were chanting together. I thought that was quite moving.
Good. It's in the website though. You can check it out in there.
That about wraps up today's edition of Site-O-Rama. If you enjoyed it, please go to our website, pick up the links, and let us know that you like it. And Yoshi's Top Sites too, because we didn't have room.
Yeah.
So we have Yoshi's Top Sites in there too. Hey, don't go anywhere, folks. Learn Maya, Photoshop, and other animation tools for free. This is a site you're going to like.
This is cool.
A really great graphics site. And still to come, Pierre, our next caller. He is looking for, if you had to pick one book for the network security, the top book of network security, we'll show him our favorites.
I got it.
Yeah, the #1 book when the screensavers continue. Welcome back to the Screensavers. I'm Gene Simmons. Coming up in this half hour, get your hands on free high-end software training. Jason Busby is in the house, baby. Plus, is your VCD's audio not synced up with your video? This has happened.
Yeah.
It happens very frequently in video where the audio and video don't sync up. What's the problem? We will tell you in just a little bit.
And don't forget to register for this week's Screensavers LAN party.
Powered by NVIDIA.
This week's game is Castle Wolfenstein demo, new enemy territory. To aid in the slaughtering of Nazis, you can steal uniforms, you can build battle structures, you can gain special skills and abilities. It's really a cool game. But you're going to have to go and download it at screensavers.com. We have all the links there. They can download it.
Very team-oriented game.
Definitely, definitely.
It's kind of like Counter-Strike, but even more. Even more so.
It's cool, though. The graphics are awesome. They got all types of new weapons. It's
Did you play? You're old enough to remember Wolfenstein, the original on the Apple II.
Wolf 3D.
Remember that? Do you remember that?
No,
you probably don't remember that.
No, I do remember it.
It was like green screen and the doors would slide. Well, not quite green screen.
You press space bar and the doors would just kind of slide up.
The original one was an Apple II with green screen. I know you don't remember that.
I didn't remember that one.
But then there was one on Windows. And they didn't have real voices, so it was like...
Yeah. That was awesome. Great game.
The good old days. Screensavers LAN party. It's the new version, not the old one. Pierre on the phone from Dunkirk, Maryland. Hello, Pierre.
Hey, Kevin and Leo.
Hey, what's up?
We will fight them on the beaches. Yes, what can we do for you?
I was wondering if you could recommend maybe some books for network security or some websites that would help me get started in the network security field.
Is this something new that you're looking for as a career?
Yeah, I'm a freshman in college right now.
Right.
Okay.
Absolutely, because both Kevin and I spend a lot of time, believe it or not, even for fun, reading these books. And we have one that we both agree. It's fun. We came up with the same name.
I'm glad that you agree with me because I love this book.
The Unix System Administration Handbook. If you take a class, you will be assigned this book, Pierre. I guarantee you.
It's an awesome book. They keep updating it every year, too, and this is the third edition that now covers Red Hat Linux. But it's really cool because if you're into Unix, if you're into Solaris, if you're into Linux, if you're into FreeBSD, you can pull this book up, open it up, look up a command, and there'll be the instructions for every version that you're into. So if you want to, you're wondering how to do something in Red Hat, you just look under the Red Hat part. If you want to do something in FreeBSD, you look under FreeBSD.
Must have. Not just security.
Awesome
it covers everything you need to know as a system administrator. Must have.
It's the ultimate reference.
Now, you have another one that you like, and you showed me that. I think this is a great book. I like this book a lot.
This is fun because it's nothing. It's about security, but it's nothing but hacking.
Right.
So you go in there and you get to see all these different types of hacks and exploits that they have.
Yes.
And you learn about them at the same time. People think, well, how is hacking going to teach me anything about network security? But it does because you're learning about it at the same time as you're actually reading how to do the hacks.
We've had Joel Scambray on the show several times. It's really excellent. And speaking of people we've had on the show, this is a must-have book. We've had Steve on. Bill Cheswick's been on twice now. Avi Rubin's been on. This is kind of the definitive book. Just came out. Firewalls and Internet Security. Not only is it a great book, I mean, the definitive book on firewalls and internet security, it's a great read. I would recommend, you know, unfortunately computer books are expensive. Each of these is about $50.
Yeah, I always recommend going and getting the used ones. Like if you take a look here at the hacking, they have it for $20.75, whereas it goes brand new for $40.
They're very expensive.
So yeah, you can definitely save some money by getting them used.
Any of those three, Pierre, we'd highly recommend. And anybody who wants to go to our message boards and somebody should start a thread on your favorite security books, network security books, because I'd love to see more. I mean, there's a lot of great titles. You like the Hack This book?
Yeah,
hacking book.
No, steal this computer book.
Steal this computer book.
That one's fun, but that's nothing but hacker tools and stuff like that. So
there's nothing wrong.
It's another good book to pick up. You can learn a lot.
Let's see what's going on at Tech Live. Going over to the Tech Live studio now. Chris Leary joining us.
That's right. Well, it's about the dating scene. Guys, I'm not really asking you this personally, but you've been on too many coffee dates, maybe met too many freaks, or just plain sick of the dating scene. Well, look, we've got
life story, baby.
Is that right? Well, I'm right there with you. How about trying Friendster? It's a new P2P friend swapping site that lets you check out your friends, and their friends, and they'll tend to tell two friends and so on. And what the heck, you might get some romance, maybe networking, and maybe even a good old shampoo commercial out of it, you know, or maybe just make some friends. That's all happening tonight. That's right, on Tech Live. So it's all about Friendster.
Thank you, Mr. Leary. Are you on Friendster?
Friendster's fun.
No, not yet, but it's probably not a bad idea that I do that.
Yeah, both Kevin and I are on. We're friends.
It's not just
Sarah,
for dating. I mean, you can meet a lot of cool people on there, and it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I'm just there to help. That's what it says in mine.
Yeah, you can choose single, married, just there to help, or I don't know. It's fun, though.
I'm just there to help. Thank you, Chris. That's what's coming up on Tech Live tonight.
Stay right where you are. Michael can't seem to sync up his audio with his MPEG file, so we're going to help him get in sync. But next, save thousands of dollars by taking training classes for Maya, Photoshop, even Unreal level design right after this quick break.
All the way down to the bottom of
How would you like to load up your home with $100,000 of the coolest tech products around? Next week's thanks to our sponsor, Circuit City. Tech TV's Digital Dig Sweepstakes will give you the chance. In addition to the grand prize makeover for your home, you'll also get a chance to win daily prizes like a TiVo or a portable DVD player. You do have to watch Tech TV in order to enter, so go to techtv.com to find out all the details. Welcome back. Programs like Maya, like Photoshop, even Quake and Unreal level design, very difficult to learn, and yet everybody wants to learn them, whether as a skill that you want to have just for yourself or because it's a great way to get a job. Training classes cost lots of money, hundreds if not thousands of dollars. But forget all that thanks to our next guest. He's going to give you those training sessions for free and from the comfort and privacy of your own home, as they say in the commercials. Let's welcome from 3dbuzz.com, Jason Busby. It's so great to have you. In fact, let me shake your hand because what you're doing is a huge public service.
Well, thank you, Leo.
We get a lot of email all the time, people who are just huge fans of your site saying, you've got to feature Jason. I'm glad we could finally get you on. You do this kind of as a labor of love?
That's right, absolutely. I'm director of animation at the Renaissance Center, so I teach this stuff.
In Nashville?
In Nashville, Tennessee.
Yeah.
And I teach this stuff all of the time. But as you said a second ago, it's extremely expensive to get involved with. Not just that, but you've got a lot of people out there that are young that would like to get into this, but they can't leave home.
Absolutely.
So I decided to create a website that would kind of bring this to anybody that wanted to make this kind of stuff a reality.
This is the site, 3dbuzz.com, and actually we're in the area of the site that shows all the different these are downloadable, what you call ATMs?
VTMs, actually.
VTMs. What are VTMs?
Video training modules. Basically, you have anywhere from 5 to about 8 different lessons in a VTM, and average anywhere from 3 to our longest one's about 8 hours long.
Now, you're seeing prices here, folks. These are the prices for the programs.
That's right. Things
like, you know, Soft Image, and these are expensive, Maya, expensive programs. How much do the VTMs cost?
Absolutely nothing.
You're giving them away.
Free.
People, and by the way, this is, you send out, your poor family, your wife and your daughter, daughters are constantly burning CDs, right?
That's right.
For people. and you don't even ask people to pay for the disc.
No, in fact, we won't accept any money. If you want to, you can donate CDRs to us.
Blank
we'll take
discs
that.
you'll
That's
take.
right.
Because I bet you go through quite a few.
Absolutely.
How many a day are you sending out now?
Oh, geez. So anywhere from 300 to 400.
A day?
A day. We have to do over 200 so that we can get the, you know, the bulk mail discount.
Oh, man.
That's pretty important.
You're a madman. All right, so what are the most popular classes that you have on here?
3ds Max, Maya, and Unreal Tournament.
People really, I know that from the show. People really want to write games. And the easiest way to do games is to do mods.
That's right, and actually there's a really interesting push that's happening right now from Epic Games and NVIDIA. There is a $1 million NVIDIA Make Something Unreal contest. Biggest contest of its kind, and it's all about mod making. There's like 13 different categories.
Wow.
And the cool thing is, masteringUnreal.com is kind of the centerpiece of this whole contest.
That's this site here.
That's right, so that people that want to get involved, but they don't know anything about game development, can come to this site, and we've got over 120 hours of training available, all video training that you can download and start learning.
Let me show people just briefly some of the training videos that you have. This is, I'll make this full screen. This is Photoshop, right?
That's right.
Okay. Now, you can, there's narration in the background, but is this basically you, Jason, walking people through this stuff?
Well, on most of them. Now, some of them I will bring other people in, students from in the past and good friends of mine, to help out in creating the VTMs, because we're cranking out so many of them. It would be very difficult for me to do them nonstop.
Do you know how many titles you have?
Oh, wow. I think we're looking at somewhere close to 200 different lessons in all.
That's amazing. This is kind of cool. You're erasing the jacket, and you're going to put another hat there.
That's right.
And you tell people how to do that.
That's right. We show you every single step that's involved.
So it's kind of like the stuff, folks, that Burt Monroy does for us, but you can actually download a video and step-by-step walk through it and take a class.
That's right.
Do you have online classes as well?
Absolutely. For those that like the interaction with an instructor and feedback to know how well they're doing, basically they can get involved with the online classes, and they're free, of course, and you can go in. And after watching the VTMs, you take quizzes, you take tests, you have homework assignments.
Wow.
And you can kind of just basically monitor your progress as you learn.
Now, you don't get credit for it. It's not.
No.
You're not an accredited school.
That's right.
But heck, who cares about the credit if you're learning?
That's right. You're
the
learning
skill.
the stuff. Absolutely.
Do you have success stories? I mean, the people have been using your stuff who've gone on to jobs in this business.
Yes, I've got somebody out at the Xbox division at Microsoft.
Really?
I've got somebody at Capcom.
That must make you feel pretty good.
It does.
Well, you have kids of your own. You know how this is.
Absolutely.
Now, your daughter's interested in this at all?
They are. And it's growing. And they've seen
to them,
so
it just
many
means
of
a
those.
lot of CD burning, a lot of work on the burner.
A lot of writing, absolutely. But yes, they are actually taking a pretty big interest to the animation side of things.
What a contribution you're making. This is great. Let me just show people real quickly the video for Unreal. This is on how to do lighting in Unreal 2000. Now, this came from you or from Epic?
Epic Games contracted us for creating all of the UT2K3 VTMs.
Really?
For this contest.
For the contest.
So that we could have a lot of them in place.
Because this is, look, I mean, you know, 3D Studio Max is tough, Lightwave is tough, Maya is tough. This is tough. This is not obvious. I mean, I know you're just designing a game, but this is as tough as any 3D design.
But what's really cool is we bring students in and we mic them, and it's just like
so you
a
get
regular
their questions
class.
too.
Absolutely.
Oh, that's really neat.
And that's what makes it so cool.
All right, now how long have you been doing this?
For about a year and a half.
You getting
now.
burned out? Are you exhausted?
It's tiring, but burned out, no. I love.
You don't make
working with
money on
people.
this.
No.
You're paying for this out of your own pocket, and with whatever money you can
Paycheck
raise.
from the Renaissance Center turns right around and goes into this.
What a huge contribution. How many servers are you running right now?
7 dedicated ones.
Wow. Are people at least giving you bandwidth or anything like that?
No.
You're paying for the bandwidth too?
Paying for it all.
Well, folks, don't all go to 3dbuzz.com at once. Spread it out. Make it a little bit easier on Jason. How do they get the videos? How do they get online and do this? Just sign up,
Basically, just sign up. Of course, membership's absolutely free.
That's so great.
And then from there, you'll find a downloads link on the left-hand side. There you go, up on the sidebar. And if you don't happen to have broadband, we also mail them out at our own expense. Again, we don't accept no money.
Wow.
So you can go in and
would you
request
prefer
us.
that people download them, and if they can't download them...
My family prefers that you download them.
they don't want to address all those envelopes.
That's right.
Download them, please. And if you, by the way, there's an advantage if you contribute to the... I see we brought your server down, I'm sorry to say. There's an advantage if you contribute to the message boards. You have very active message boards. You can move yourself up in the
That's
queue.
right. There's
so you'll
a
get
queue when you go in there for downloading, and the more posts that you have in the message from helping people or contributing to conversations will get you higher in the queue.
You're encouraging people to give back.
Absolutely.
Which is a great
and it's
idea.
an incredible community.
Jason, I know because we hear from him, and I am just thrilled to meet you, and thank you for what you do. That's a great contribution
Thank you, Leo.
to the whole world. 3dbuzz.com. I know there are lots of you who want to learn 3D graphics, game mod design, that kind of thing. This is absolutely your first place you should go to find out more. For our recommended courses and the links to all the free training videos, you can go to the website at thescreensavers.com. troubleshooting.com. Are you taking donations? Just blank CDs?
Money, just CDs, that's right.
Just blank CDs. Still to come. Man, you're crazy. He's insane. Still to come, stick around for Michael. Michael's having a real problem. His audio's going like this, but his video's going like this. How does he sync it up? But first, here's Sarah with an insightful web tip.
I think cell phone makers care more about practicality than they do aesthetics, which is fine. But look at this phone. It's tiny, but it's all scratched up and gross, and I don't really like design very much. Sorry, Verizon. So paint it! If you don't know how, go to our show notes and read Yoshi's article on modifying your cell phone's case. That Yoshi, he can do anything. He can even scale buildings like Spider-Man. More TSS coming up.
Michael joins us on the phone from
Hello.
St. Petersburg, Florida.
Hello, Michael.
Hello, how you doing, Kevin and Leo?
We're very, very well. How are you?
I'm doing fine.
You have a problem, don't you?
Yes, I'm trying to record the screensavers on my ATI card.
Yeah. And it comes out like a Japanese Godzilla movie.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
Go
burn
ahead.
it to a CD and play it in my DVD player, and audio and the video's out of sync.
Say, watch out, here comes Godzilla, and watch my lips.
Watch out, here comes Godzilla.
Like that, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've seen that. We've seen that.
It's actually, there's a couple of places where you can get out of sync. You're recording it using the ATI card from what? From a TV input?
Yes,
Yeah.
from my broadband.
You have the all-in-wonder?
Yes, I do.
Okay, that's what he's used, one of those all-in-wonders with the built-in capturing software.
Yeah. And have you
It saves it as MP2.
Right. Now, you can, by the way, save it in different formats, and you might want to. Do you have a dedicated MPEG-2 video card? No. That doesn't have hardware for MPEG-2 encoding, does it?
No, it doesn't.
See, I'm thinking what's happening. It's synchronizing audio and video is difficult because the video takes a lot of compression, the audio takes less compression. And so a lot of times it's hard for it to keep up, especially when you're taking a TV signal that doesn't have time code in it and stuff. They're just doing the best they can.
That's why you see some of these, most of these high-end systems actually use SCSI hard drives because they're faster and they can keep up and capture all that data as it's coming in.
What I would suggest, Michael, what processor do you have?
I have a 500 AMD.
AMD 500 megahertz processor?
That's correct.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
How much RAM do you have also?
256.
That's also another problem.
What you're doing, I don't think you should do MPEG-2. Does it give you other choices? Can you save it as an AVI or some other format?
No, it doesn't.
Because that's the problem. Is you're doing a very high quality video format, but you don't have enough horsepower to do it successfully. You want to do a lower quality. If I were you, I'd try a smaller screen size, smaller frame rate. If you could, use a different codec, something that's going to be easier for your computer. You just don't have enough horsepower.
Unless you upgrade your processor and your RAM, definitely, like you said, smaller screen size.
Yeah, don't do full screen. Do a little window, things like that.
Yeah.
All right, Michael. Yeah, that's a very common issue, and becomes a big problem if you're transcoding. If you're taking an MPEG-2 and turning it into AVI, that's a whole nother matter. In this case, he just doesn't have enough.
Yeah, with slow computers like that, you just can't pull it off.
Well, I wasn't in the morning meeting, so I wasn't here to take over the real deal. Kevin has done so, and he is going to now begin with today's real deal. These are the ads from the Sunday papers that we think are worth looking at. Let's go right away to the first one. This is the hard drive you use, isn't it, for your Xbox?
The only reason I picked this up is because it's the Matrox 120 gig hard drive.
Maxtor.
Maxtor, sorry.
Maxtor
120 gig hard drive. And it's the same one that's compatible with the Xbox. Now, it's really important when you're modding your Xbox that you find the right hard drive, because only some hard drives will work properly with the Xbox in order to lock them down so you can use it with Xbox Live.
This would be a good choice for if you wanted to. If you're running out of room in your computer and you wanted to have extra room for your MP3s or your pictures or your video, 120 gigs. Now, don't be deceived, and we talk about this all the time, Kevin. You haven't been watching. You see the price, right? $98.53. That's pretty good. I went on Price Watch. The lowest price I could find on Price Watch is $91. But look what you have to do to get this deal.
You have to buy pony memory.
Bad memory, PNY memory, and even then, it's going to cost you $118 because you have to send in a $20
It's funny, I did the same thing that we always say we shouldn't do.
You looked at the price
first. I grabbed the paper and I was like, $98, you know, hard drive for my Xbox.
Oh, my friend, no, no, no. All right, but there are good prices, and if you shop around, you can get it under $100, which is pretty amazing for 20 gigabytes. Now, this is one that you don't like too much. What is the story here?
Well, I picked this one out because it's 900 megahertz, and I've had a 900 megahertz headset before to listen to my music. This is a wireless headset. Love this idea. Right, great idea.
You know, you put the thing, this is in the stereo, you can wander around the room. If you're watching big screen TV, you can sit back and relax, no wires.
One problem.
One problem.
Most of the 900 megahertz phones, you get interference from them. I've been on the phone and I heard somebody talking. So if you're looking to snoop on people, this would be a great deal.
You can actually hear a 900 megahertz phone?
Yeah, you can hear a 900 megahertz phone through them.
That's not good. Now, there are new wireless, but they're a lot more expensive than $100. New wireless headphones. Pioneer makes one that's got Dolby headphone.
Now that's infrared.
Oh, it's infrared.
It's not using 900 megahertz.
Whoops. There you go. That's the issue right there.
The infrared, plus the infrared's digital, so it's going to be completely crisp and clear. That's what you're going to want to go with. Try and find something that's infrared. You don't want to go with
Stay away from these wireless.
I don't know. I thought 900 megahertz was encrypted. I don't know why I was hearing like phone conversations.
No, it's not encrypted. Heck no.
Don't they have those encryption?
No. You can drive down the street and listen to people's phones. It's fun. We'll do it sometime. Waz and I. And you and me and Waz. We'll go. We'll be great. Don't get cheated, friends. Head over to thescreensavers.com. Click on the show notes to get the details on the real deal.
Stay right where you are. We've got our final chat session on the way and some final review emails.
Is the show over? It can't be over. We need more. I want more. Be sure to catch tomorrow's program. Jessica Corbin's going to co-host with me in Patrick's absence. We're going to talk about an amazing machine that helped her brother Ryan rehab. Just amazing, the Quadricizer. And fight for online privacy. Cory Doctorow from the Electronic Frontier Foundation will talk about a new law that may make a big difference. Plus, Sarah and Kevin have a download where you can find out who belongs to which IP address and follow them all the way home. Wouldn't you like a program that follows bad guys home?
It's fun stuff.
Yeah, it's all on tomorrow's television program. Time for one question.
I got an email for us. Let's see here. I want to learn how to program in Cocoa, and I have no programming experience. Do you have any advice on this?
Cocoa is OS X's native framework.
Right.
And go ahead, what you were going to say.
Well, all I'm saying is that I don't really have a whole lot of programming experience except for web stuff. And when I was looking to program into OS for OS X, I looked at Real Basic.
Which is great. And
it's
very
really
easy to use. It's not Cocoa, though, it's Carbon.
Right.
And if you want to do Cocoa, you're going to have to learn C or C++, and it's hard to learn. But that website I showed, stepwise.com, is a great place to start. Look at the Bill Cheeseman's Vermont recipes. They step-by-step walk you through a basic project, and that'll get your feet wet. It's going to be a lot to learn.
That's it for this edition of Screen. I'm Kevin Rose.
And I'm Leo Lapointe. Thanks for joining us.
I always do that. Every time.
Because we're trying to finish up fast. We want to thank our guests, Jason Busby and Mitch, the hidden camera guy. For the rest of you, thanks for joining us. I'll see you tomorrow on Call for Help at 3 p.m. Eastern. Have a great evening. Bye-bye.